What's going on, Bhangra people? We've got another tutorial for you today, and this one's a little bit of an easier choreography, but to one of the favorite Bhangra songs from anybody who dances. This is Surjit Bindrakhia's classic Yaar Bolda. Hope you guys will enjoy it. Alright, so first things first, like all our tutorials, you can go to Learn Bhangra App or our YouTube channel to get the folk step tutorials for any of the steps that I cover in this choreography. So those are separate. The ones that are not covered, I'll go a little bit more extra into this tutorial for. Alright, let's start with the first part of this choreography and where we begin with our legs. What we're going to do is we're going to start wide with our legs. Okay? So you want to have a 45-degree angle with your legs going down. You want to be bent from your knees. Remember in Bhangra, back always straight. It's not going to be like this. We're going to keep our back straight as we keep our legs wide. Now this is really an upper body step. If you've ever seen any random Punjabi uncle on the dance floor, you will know this step right here. Alright? What we're going to do is with our arms, we're going to take our right arm and we're going to simply cross over our left, just like this, rolling over like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And at the same time, of course, like in all our Bhangra steps, we're going to shake our shoulders and our chest. So the beat count is going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just like that. Now to add that Punjabi uncle sense into it, you've got to sway a little bit like it. Okay, sometimes they're drunk. I'm not advocating that for this tutorial, but sometimes you have the drunk lean with it, right? So that's the idea we're going to have in this first step. To our right side, to our left side, to our right side, to our left side. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? So we're bouncing our shoulders and at the same time right, left, left. Now that's the first 4 beats of the choreography. So we're leaning 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, we're going to take our right hand, put it over our right ear, and our left hand out to our left side. Nice and slow, we're going to take 4 beats to take our left hand out to our left side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Our legs are going to be very similar to a step we've done called Chaal. It's going to be Chaal posture. Wide, low, and back straight. So now we're still shaking our shoulders in the exact same way, but now we're counting 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice that my hand is in a 45-degree angle. Palm and thumb are upwards. This one, it's like you're calling out and you're amplifying sound to listen into your ear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the last 4 beats before the actual words start. We're going to take our left hand, bring it over. So left hand over and right hand up from our ear. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be the last 4 beats. So I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is Jugni. The tutorial for Jugni is also within Learn Bhangra, our app, and our YouTube channel. Alright, so again, Jugni and Chaal are very similar in terms of the posture, exact same for the lower body. The only thing is the placement of the hands are a little different. So we're going from here 4 beats into here 4 beats. Total 12 beats. Let's count those out nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just like that. That's the first beats of the choreography. Alright, before we try that on music, I think we can continue on a little bit since that's pretty simple. Not much movement going on there. Let's try the next 8 beats before we throw the music onto it. Alright, very good. From here, we're going to start right into our choreography. This next step we're going to do is called Haathi Chaal. Haathi Chaal is also available within Learn Bhangra app and of course all of our YouTube videos. Haathi Chaal is basically a Dhamaal type step. So what you're going to do is remember in Bhangra, you always start on your left leg. We're going to start by hopping up on our left, bringing it down, and hopping up on our right and bringing it down. So simply enough, in Dhamaal posture, 45 degrees, foot flexed upwards, back of the knee is obtuse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the next 4 beats of Haathi Chaal, we're going to switch to Faslan legs. So we're still hopping like we're doing Dhamaal. But what we're going to do is we're going to put our foot back this time. And we're going to use our hips in this particular step. So it's going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. Notice you're still hopping like you would in Dhamaal. You're still going left, right. But instead of having your leg forward, now your leg is back and it's kicking your rear here. Okay? Let's try. I'll give you a reverse view real quick just so you can see what my legs look like. One moment here. This is left. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, very good. Just like that. That's our 8 beats. With our hands, before we try this with music, what we're going to do is we're going to mimic the elephant. Haathi, that's the name. The step means elephant. This is going to be mimicking the elephant's trunk with the first 4 beats, and then the same thing with the with the next 4 beats on the way back. So with our right hand, we're going to reach up with our left hand back, with our left leg first. 1, switch, 2, 3, 4. And then on the last 4 beats, we're going to go slightly back. So it's like we're moving forward just a little bit on these. And then we're going to move back with our hips. Side, 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 side. And this one you kind of break the rule of Bhangra where you do bend your back. You can bend a little bit. You can have a natural bend in it. And you're going to look out to the side as your hands go completely loose with the beat. So it's straight, 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 and loose, 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 loose. Just like that. The whole time, of course, we're hopping. Alright, let's try one time without the music, just to make sure we have our beats down for those 8 beats of Haathi Chaal. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. Good. One more time. Excellent. Alright, let's do that with the music from the beginning. We're going to do a total of 20 beats. Starting from here, moving on to here, finishing 12, and then going into the 8 of Haathi Chaal. Alright, here we go. DJ, spin it for me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back, back, back. Excellent job. Hopefully that helped you guys out. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We're only doing 2 different legs for 20 beats right there. So basic Chaal, Jugni legs for 12, and then Dhamaal and Fasam, but again, bring in the umbrella of Dhamaal type legs for the Haathi Chaal step. Alright, from here, we're going to continue that same Dhamaal type legs into our next step. And our next step is going to be a step we don't exactly cover in Learn Bhangra, but we cover the variation of it. This is called Pelwani Dhamaal. Okay, basic single Dhamaal that we're familiar with. The first step we usually teach in our tutorials is our hands are out in a U, right? I usually put my middle finger, thumbs together, other 3 fingers straight up in the air, lined up with the top of my ears. And every time my shoulder shake is such that 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Every time the beat counts, I'm dropping my shoulders, charging up, dropping my shoulders, charging up, dropping my shoulders. The charging up is the and. That's single Dhamaal. Pelwani Dhamaal adds a little bit of a variation to the step. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then on that 3rd beat, we're using the and in between. We're going to do and, put our hands together. I put my right over my left, it doesn't matter which one you do. And we're going to count 3 times. This is a different shoulder shake in Bhangra. Typically 90% of our shoulder shakes are 1 and 2. But this is the 10% where we do a 1, 2, 3. Hit, hit, hit. So it's not 1 and 2, it's 1, 2, 3, equal 3 hits. And here in Pelwani Dhamaal for beats 3 and 4, we're going to go 3 and 4. But that and is going to be just as hard as the 3 and the 4. So 3 and 4, like that. Left leg, right leg, the same way. So adding the 4 beats together of Pelwani Dhamaal, 2 of single Dhamaal, and 2 hitting like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Notice the shoulders have to really bounce powerfully. Right? If you don't know, Pelwani means strong. So we want to do strong Dhamaal. Awesome. After Pelwani Dhamaal, we're going to go into another step we also do in our Learn Bhangra app and our tutorials on YouTube, which is called Khichaan. Khichaan, of course, means pulling. Now, on this particular step for Khichaan, we're going to put our hands completely wide in a V, and our leg is also going to come up, foot flexed upwards. We're going to kick in with our heel. So this is not kicking out, this is kicking in. 1, 2, at the same time our hands. 1, 2. So notice what I do is I bring my wrists, I turn them in as they get in this V. 1, and then I push them out. 1, 2. The beat is when I push out, not when I bring in. Same thing with my legs here. 1, 2. Just like that. Of course, you have to have that shoulder shake. You can't forget it, right? Doing it without it is nice. It still looks graceful with your hands, but the power of the step of Khichaan comes from the chest and the delts shaking every time you hit. Alright, very good. Full extension on this particular step here. Left leg is going to be first. Khichaan is a total of 4 beats. The first 2 we're going to do normally, 1, 2. And then the next 2 we're going to do a little bit of a variation. We're going to do a scoop of this one. So instead of having our hands up on the right leg, we're going to, from the top right here of our shoulders, scoop in, scoop in. So it's like you're making a circle with your thumbs. The same shoulder shake applies. 3, 4, just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Notice my kicking still occurs just like it does on the left with the right leg. Alright? Total there. So now we've finished Haathi Chaal and we go into the next 8 beats. That's Pelwani Dhamaal, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8 of Khichaan. Let's try that one time without the music and then we'll throw the music on there from the beginning so we get practice for all the choreo. Here we go, starting with Pelwani Dhamaal. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Now before we do the music, I'll add on 2 quick things that'll help you out with this choreo. Number 1 is we have to really Punjabify it. What that means is we have to start doing lalkare. Lalkare translates as roar. These are the yells that you add into Bhangra. And one perfect step where you can really demonstrate that yell is in Pelwani Dhamaal. So after 1, 2, when we cross the 3 hits on our biceps, we're going to go hoi, hoi, hoi. Just like that. 1, 2, hoi, hoi, hoi. Perfect. And same thing in Khichaan as well. After we go 1, 2, and we switch on that between beats 2 and 3 on the end, we're going to yell hoi. So 1, 2, hoi, 3, 4, just like that. The other small thing I'll do with Khichaan, is of course up to you if you feel comfortable with the step, is to add the head movement. On the first ones, you look up to the left side, and then on the right side, you look down and out directly at head level to the right side. So I look up, left, right, just like that. That little sharp head movement, making sure you do that adds another flavor to the step. But don't let it confuse you. Make sure you're good with the legs and the arms, the fundamentals first, before you try the leg movement. Let's do this. Let's throw on the music, and from the very beginning, we're going to start with our 12, then our 8 of Haathi Chaal, into our 8 of Pelwani, into our, 4 of Pelwani, and then 4 of Khichaan. Alright, let's try it. Here we go. Hopefully that was good for everybody. Not too hard on the choreo, and again, we haven't changed our legs too much drastically. It's a Chaal, Jugni, and then 2 Dhamaal type steps for the next beats. Alright, here. Now we're going to transition a little bit with our legs into general Bhangra. This is of course a unique step in Bhangra. This is basically the essence of the dance form Bhangra, what we call it today, is this particular step right here. Now general Bhangra, what you're going to do is be wide, kind of like you're doing Chaal, but not quite as wide. So it's about a 45 degree, but there's not the bend in your legs. You're going to stay straight. And what we're going to do is with our feet, on our toes, we're going to slide forward, back, slide forward, back. So the beat count is 1, 2. Alright, if you want to count it as a dancer, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, but it's only when we're forward that the beat counts. Now again, General Bhangra we have full tutorials on in, of course, Learn Bhangra App and our YouTube channel. On this particular one, we're going to do a slight variation of the General Bhangra step. Alright? So, in the very first one, what we're going to do is instead of bringing our hands out in a V, usually it's very similar to Khichaan where we go 1, 2, and have that same shake, and putting our hands in, turning our wrists in and out. We're going to do a little bit of a variation here. So now we've just finished the prior step before, after Pelwani Dhamaal. We went into Khichaan, 3, 4. We're going to have 2 hands up. So we're going to go 1, and we're going to pull in. So my right hand is up, my left hand is about here at chest level. And we're going to turn our wrist and pull in. 1. Normally we switch to the other side and do 2. For this one we're going to go 1, put our hands up, and we're going to salute, because he says in the word salute. 1, 2. Alright, with my legs that means I'm in, out, just like that. Right, so we're out, bringing it in, out, bringing it in. So it's pull, 2, repeat, 3, and then we're going to put our hands down on 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally, the step would just simply be 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we're using all 4 of those beats to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Alright, let's try that together. Remember, our legs are just sliding out, back, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, just like that. So now, after we've hit our salute step with the General Bhangra, this is where you get to have a little bit of fun. Hopefully you have a Geordie, a partner you're going to be dancing with when you're doing this, because this is the perfect Geordie step in this routine. We're going to get really goofy and fun with this one. So we're going to get wide, very wide. Again, bending from our knees, keeping our back straight. And you kind of hop into this step. You kind of just jump into it. So after we hit our salute, we plant into it. And when we plant into it, our legs aren't doing anything but hopping up and down, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Probably looked a little goofy there, but it's a goofy step, so it's okay. With our arms, we're going to be keeping them at chest level, pointing in, right here to the middle of our chest. And again, remember to use your chest and your delts first. Keep your arms second. We're going to shake 1, 2, 3, 4. Then shake our shoulders as well. And now add in the elbows. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. The best part of this step is if you have a Geordie, you can look at them and you can circle around with them as well. So you can jump into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. You don't have to if it's just you by yourself, just keep it straight. Alright? So after we've done our salute, General Bhangra, we're going to hop into 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Alright. Now, after this, the next part is very simple with the legs. This is a step we don't cover in Learn Bhangra, called Udariyaan. Udariyaan, you typically go up and down. This one we're just going to stay straight up with it, so it's a simple version of Udariyaan. Very simple without the drop in our legs. After we've saluted, put our hands on our hips, we're going to simply turn our leg side profile. So we're just sliding out, turn, like that. Alright, and notice that it's my left leg. So left leg is forward. With my left hand and right hand, my legs are going to really do nothing but bounce. They're just going to bounce up, down like that. I'm going to take my hands, start them up. 1, 2. Notice that my palms and thumbs are upward. So 1, 2, and from there, I'm going to turn over using my right leg. So 1, 2, right leg up and over, same thing, 3, 4, just like that. So I'm on my toes, I'm just bouncing, no jumping here, just bouncing up and down on my toes, raising my legs, bringing them down, with my hands, down, down. Total of 4 beats right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, Now before we try with music, let's do the last few beats before we go into the chorus. Because there's not too many beats of this routine left. This is a short one. It shouldn't be too difficult. From here, we're now on our right side, right leg forward, and right hand forward. If you're facing the audience this way, now you can see reverse angle here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and do a Dhamaal type step, but we're going to add some fun, we're going to add some spins to it. So the first beat, we're going to lean down in a 45-degree angle. All I like to do for this one is I'm just going to reach down with my hands, open like this. 1, so I'm putting my leg back. And from here, after my first beat, after I put my leg back on my first beat, I'm going to lift up into Dhamaal for the remaining 4 beats of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let me show you the opposite direction so you can see how the spin's going to work. So now this is going to be my front. Alright? 5, 6, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to end forward. Remember, that was my forward. If I'm trying it this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Each time, I'm hopping up off my toes to get that turn. So after you do the first one, the next time you hop, the second beat, you should be facing not only back, but 45 degrees, almost like you've taken a 1.5 turn there. Okay, so if I turned full 180 degrees, I'd be right here from the straight part. I'm going to turn even further, so my leg is here. On that next one after, this is beat 3, I'm going to turn where I'm basically 45 degrees this way. So, 2 and 3, right here. And then the last beat for 4, I'm going to straighten myself out, just like this. Okay, those are the angles you want to use to get a double spin. So it's not just one spin, we're turning 2 times to get in those 4 beats back to forward. So let me start from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And now we're straight again. Alright? Perfect. From here, let's try one time without the music, just making sure we've got those 4 beats of Dhamaal down. Alright? At a normal pace. Here we go. I'm going to do it 2 times. One facing this way, one facing that way so that you can get the reverse angle. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time this way. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Alright, perfect. Let's try that now from the beginning with the music, adding in our salute, Udariyaan, and of course, the last spinning Dhamaal that goes into the chorus. Ready? Here we go. Alright. Whew. We thought it was going to be simple. Still got our heart rate up, alright? Great job, great job. From here, let's go into the last few steps. This is, of course, the chorus. You have to put all your energy into this part to make sure it looks the best. Now, from here, we're going to go into a step that is part of a bigger folk dance called Luddi. This particular step is typically done to start a Luddi routine, alright? A little funky, a little different than any other Bhangra steps that you typically do. Now, we spun around, and now we're straight, and our right leg is up. What we're going to do is start keeping on that right leg. We're going to bring it down. We're going to tap 4 times on our right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. The beat's 4 times, but we're tapping 2 for every beat. So it's actually 8 taps on the ground within those 4 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice that my left is still up on its toes. It's my right foot tapping. And notice that I'm also bent from my knees as well. So I'm not straight, I have a bend from my knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also notice I couldn't even prevent myself. My shoulders are going to start shaking with those as well too. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Continuous shakes on this particular step. We're going to put our hands together like we're praying, hands folded, and we're going to clap our hands. Don't make any noise with them, just a very small clap at chest level right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I clap 8 times with my toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. But my claps are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that for those 4 beats. Alright, this one, you really have to sell it with your smile, with your nakde, with your expressions. Alright, so my eyebrows sometimes they'll start to bounce with it. My head turns a little bit, my head bobs. And of course, you've got your shoulders bouncing to really show off that energy from your upper body. Because frankly, your lower body is not doing a whole lot. So this is what has to win over the audience. Let's try those 4 beats of this Luddi variation together. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Awesome. So now, the transition, let's make sure we've got that. We're going to go from left to right. And the tricky part is we're still spinning. So, nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that transition right there. You have to stick up on that right foot. Okay? After you've done the right, there's only 1 step left and two different variations of step left. This is double Chaffa, one of my favorite steps. Now, double Chaffa is also within Learn Bhangra and of course our app. But we're going to do a little bit of a variation from what we teach. Normally we teach it at chest level. This is a really big, powerful step. We're going to do a little bit more simply and gracefully in this particular variation. On the first one, we're going to turn our body 45 degrees. So we're going to keep our head straight, but angle our body 45 degrees. And with our hands, we're going to keep them down instead of up. It's really going to be your hands that sell this step right here. Now with our legs, simply enough, normally we keep them up and then we kick out. We're going to start with our legs straight down and just kick from back to forward. So 1, 2, and then we're going to plant and turn 45. 3, 4. Repeating it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be a total of 8 beats here. 4, 1 double Chaffa, and again double Chaffa, 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. With our hands down, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So instead of being wide, they're going to be kind of low and in a 45-degree angle out. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Alright, there's still a shoulder shake. You're still using your chest like we do in our tutorials. But your hands are going to be the ones really driving the grace in the step. So you're going to keep your fingers open. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Alright, a little bit of variation. Keep your head straight as you're doing your turn. Let's try the double Chaffa together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. Alright, I think we're ready to run this entire routine with the music. So let's do this from the beginning, starting with our nice bounce all the way to the end through our double Chaffa. You guys ready? Here we go, spin it. Hope you guys enjoyed our choreography of Yaar Bolda by, again, the classic late singer Surjit Bindrakhia, one of my all-time favorites. Remember, you can always go to Learn Bhangra App for iOS and Android devices to get tutorials of all these steps, as well as our YouTube channel. Just type in the folk step names that we've added. There's a couple in this choreography that are not in there, but of course we covered them right here, so you should be good to go. Thank you again for all your support. Hope you enjoy. Follow us at Learn Bhangra Now across all social media channels. Of course, myself, your instructor, Ramesh. Take care, have a great day, keep Bhangraing on.